Welcome to this week's D&D session.
Woo!
Hype, hype, hype. So Lucy Cow, first time. Bryn, Betty, returning characters. If you'd like to introduce yourselves, I'll introduce you to Lucy and Cow.
Shit, I actually remember who I am. Right.
I can do the introductions if you like.
So I am Bryn. That is legit my name. I am a wood elf. And I...
What class are you, Bryn?
Class... I'm 6'1".
No, that's your height.
Where's class?
You're a druid.
I'm a druid.
You're a druid. There we are, that's all we need to know
My
for that.
alignment is chaotic.
That's fine, we don't need your life story.
I love animals.
She does love animals. Betty, would you like to give us the DL on your character?
Tiara.
Mm-hmm.
I own the local tavern, Silver.
The only local tavern now.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only local one because I destroyed my competition.
You burnt the other one to a pile of ash, but you did save the landlord and gave him a job at your pub, which I thought was sweet.
Yeah.
That is good.
I am human. I do have some powers. And I'm pretty posh, but...
She's hella posh.
You like
Okay,
money?
so
Yeah, I like-
the
that's
guys, you two won't come into it straight away. I'll tell you when you're in it, but you'll be right at the start, but you just won't be in the initial setup, okay? So, Cal, you're a hobgoblin rogue called Xanthan.
Xanthan.
Yeah,
Like
Xanthan.
baby.
Xanthan.
X-A-V-A-N. Xanthan.
Sounds Greek.
He's a hobgoblin assassin whose partner is Beyond the Horizon, who's a Tabaxi bard. Now, Tabaxi's a named really... I know you haven't, but has everyone else seen Avengers here or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
You know how Drax takes things super literally?
Yeah.
That's how Tabaxis name themselves?
I know that.
They don't take things super literally, that's just how they name themselves.
Okay.
You're an explorer, so you're always going beyond the horizon, hence your name Beyond the Horizon.
Oh, nice.
It's
a massive ego.
No, you're not super emo. And you're a bard, so you've got some magical stuff and you've got some swords and things too.
Love
okay?
it.
Yes.
So for you two, I've done it so your stats are on the far left, and then I'll just explain all these to you, but it's just like if you're trying to sneak in somewhere, I'll ask you to make a dexterity stealth check. So you go to where it says stealth on there, on the list in the middle, and then you roll a d20 and add whatever the number is
Okay.
to the roll. It's really easy.
Mhm.
And on the right, you've got your weapons. Cal, you've got yours all there, and they're all extra things you can do.
Yeah.
Luce, you got your weapons there. Some extra things you can do, and these are all your spells that you can do. So you've got a bit more, so if you want a hand, just ask me or Betty, because
Okay.
Betty does spells as well, so she knows what's up.
Go
Go. She knows what's up.
She knows what's up. Okay, everyone ready to go?
Yeah.
Cool. So this adventure takes place, as any other would, in the tavern of the Silver Owlbear. It's an absolutely gorgeous tavern at the moment. The trade has been booming recently, just due to recent events. Some of it's other normal characters, Torek, Ebchar, other members of the Rockseekers are just currently off doing their own thing. They're in Flandir, just having a look around in the towns. The only two members of the original group currently in the tavern are Tierra and Bryn. They're playing cards quietly before Tierra has to make her weekly run to get some more booze in for her pub. Begrudgingly leaving Clarence the Cobalt in charge.
Fucking Clarence.
Fucking Clarence.
Clarence.
You take, you go outside, flag down the nearest cart merchant who does all the travelling around the coast, and away from the Owlbear you go.
Yes.
So we're away from where we've been previously for this one. The coach is relatively full. It's got a decent amount of people on there. It's got a couple of lizard folk, there's a couple of half orcs, a couple of humans just ready to play their trade in the next town, and a couple of mercenaries on there, amongst which Xanthan and Beyond the Horizon are two of. You guys haven't really spoken yet.
Yeah.
Well, you two groups haven't mixed. You two are travellers, you're companions, you've been together for a long time. Just plying your various trades, going from place to place in the land of Oros. Well, you two are just on a booze. Essentially, you're on a booze run. Essentially,
Okay.
just before the weekend rush.
Yeah.
and you're travelling along the Sword Coast. The Sword Coast is a razor-sharp piece of coastline. It leads out from where the Silver Owlbear is situated in the woods. It's quite rough. There's not a lot of cover there. It's pretty much just sheer cliffs a lot of the way, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's very sharp rock going down there, hence the name of the Sword Coast.
Okay.
Along the way there, you realise it's kind of like midway through the year. It's getting kind of warm, it's getting kind of hot, and you realise it's nearly Goddess Day. Goddess Day is a day that's celebrated all throughout the land of Oros, and it's basically like midsummer. It's like you have like a big old party. It's the longest day of the year. You have a good time. And the place where the cart is going is a little town called... I've named it somewhere. This is a very slapdash one, I'll be honest. But did I actually not name it? That's hilarious.
Jacksonland.
Huh?
Jacksonland.
Let's call it let's call it Teddy's. Let's call it Teddy's. The town of Teddy's.
Town of Teddy's.
Town of Teddy's.
I want to go there.
In the province of Jackson. So this is where the coach is going with everybody on it, and it takes about 2 days to get there, but eventually when you get there, it is Goddess Day. So you get into this town, and it is full of festivities. You've got all sorts going on, and as you pull in, you see a woman, kind of like the side of the road with the big old sign. Do you want to stop and chat to her, or do you just want to keep on going?
What's the sign say?
The sign says, "Ask me about information to do with Goddess Day." It's basically like, in the ye old ballads of police information when they're out in the middle of town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Sure, I'll talk to her. Why not?
Okay. So do you talk first, or do you wait for her to speak?
I'll wait for her to speak.
Okay. Hello, travellers. You okay?
Alright.
Right.
Wait, since when is everyone else West Country? I thought you all spoke like yourselves. Or you just taking the mic?
I just couldn't resist.
Mm. Welcome. Alright, Geezer. Well...
Alright,
Fuck you.
Sorry, I'll be quiet now.
What did I call it? I called it Teddy, didn't I? Welcome to Teddy, everybody. We're pleased to have you for Goddess Day. Yeah, how is everyone doing?
Great.
Splendid.
What, is everyone here for the festival?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, we're...
What are you here for, my love?
I'm here to restock my tavern. You might have heard of it. So well.
And I'm
Silver Owlbear. Can't say I have. Mainly steer near these parts. It's not very far away. She kind of like has a little small just glint in the eye. She quite clearly doesn't know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
which is fine. She's quite clearly like a yokel local. Like, you know the phrase?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She doesn't really know her left from her right. She's lived in this town. She'll probably die there too. Well, especially if you have anything to do with it. If she goes near any pubs.
As soon as possible.
That's fine. I can direct you to the nearest tavern, so you can buy their local booze if you like.
Yes, that sounds good.
Cool.
Thank you.
And what might everyone else be here for? She looks at you two, Xanthan, and beyond.
Can we actually say whatever we want to say?
Whatever you want, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you'd like to
Are
say.
you ready?
Do you want to go to the festival, or do you want to do other stuff?
I want to do other stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to the festival?
I want to go to the festival for other reasons. Other than go to the festival for my enjoyment.
Okay, because it's a very strict religious festival.
Oh, okay.
There's a good time. There's balloons and there's food and there's lots of drinking there, but it's very religious.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
only other thing.
I'm here to explore.
You're here to explore.
Mm-hmm.
So you two are not together, but you're traveling together.
Yeah.
So what do you two want to do?
Let's go to the festival
Oh,
and
yeah.
explore.
I'm going to go to the festival and explore, but I've got other business to be doing whilst I'm there.
Okay, so we're gonna have. Are you quoting Lord of the Rings? Yeah. So we're gonna have festival, booze crew. Our business is our own crew. Okay, so after speaking to this lady, the carriage carries on into literally the centre of town, where you find it literally hustling and bustling. It's almost like how you set Torek's party up with streamers and balloons, and there's food everywhere,
Yeah.
booze is overflowing, everyone's really jovial. It's relatively similar to that, except the only difference being it's out in the open instead of being in the pub, and there's a lot of women around wearing white robes and hoods. So they're kind of walking around. They've got pins to each lapel of their robe. They've got a red flower, and if they ever meet another one of them, they'll bow.
And they all look the same.
They don't all look the same. There's all different sorts of people. You can quite clearly, because you're all relatively well-travelled people. At least you three are, and Tierra, you just see everyone and their nan come into your pub.
They're all dressed the same.
They're all dressed the same, but not races. So you can see there's some half orcs there. You can see some humans. You can see some goblins. You can see some kobolds. You can see some tabaxi. Which you beyond you have a little chin wag with in tabaxi, because it's very rare to see a tabaxi kind of not with a herd of its own kind. You kind of like stop purring a little bit at each other and just like nuzzling each other's necks a little bit. Xanthan's visibly perturbed. And yeah, it's looking pretty good from here. So what would you guys like to do now you're in the party town?
Well,
Pissed.
because I'm a bard, I want to perform. I would like to perform.
You want to perform? Okay, Tierra.
I'm going straight.
Are you all business, going straight for the booze?
all business.
I respect.
Okay, Bryn.
I'm following Tierra, but hoping I can get drunk along the way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having a look around,
Yeah,
just seeing
Are
if
you
I
just
can.
having a look at the stores?
I'm just seeing if I can find somebody that I need to talk to.
Okay, so see a man about a dog. A man about a dog, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Right,
trying to
that's fine.
find this person in this white hood.
Okay, right. Let's do Tierra and Bryn first, actually. Where's my D10? There we are. Okay.
Open my.
Okay. Right. So, Tierra, you and Bryn set off towards a pub in the middle of town. It's
Yeah.
quite frankly beautiful. It's almost Grecian in kind of look. It's got big marbled white columns either side. It's got kind of gold gilding on there. As a further owner of a pub, you're very impressed with the outlook of it. And the inside, it's pretty much the same. You've got kind of different booths for all sorts of things. You've got like a separate smoking area so that the regulars don't get disturbed. You've got all sorts of different angles on the tap.
It's a competition.
And you go straight in there. Bryn, you, however, on the way in, see a group of young ladies wearing the white hoods. Could you roll a d20 for me real quick?
Yeah. Wait, were you here when the white hoods were?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so the people wearing white hoods.
Hooligans?
No, so they're do you remember how Vike's party was? So it was like balloons and streamers and everything.
No, Bryn was.
Oh god, yeah, you weren't there for it.
I've only been to one.
It's just.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay, right. So the entire town is just decked out for festivities.
Cool, alright.
Balloon streamers, everything, and the full 9 yards. The only kind of slightly strange thing is, there's lots of women walking around in white robes with 2 red flowers on them.
Yeah, what is that?
And then they're kind of seeing each other. It's like, may the goddess be with you. And doing a little bow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Ooh.
And they're just going around their business, just doing things. But they're making sure everyone's well fed. Like got drinks on them, make sure everything's like okay. Just they're not like peacekeeping, but they're just making sure everyone's okay. Basically, they're being very matronly about things.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, right. Betty, could you roll me a d20?
Fantastic.
I got a 6.
Okay, right. Tierra, you go straight into the pub and make a beeline for the landlord, or landlady, I should say. She's also one of the characters in white robes. Bryn, you are distracted outside the pub by two ladies kind of just sort of underneath a little bit, but they're like a little bit shifty looking. They're having a little schmoove around. They try not to draw attention to themselves.
Yeah.
And when no one's looking, they're kind of leaning into their robes and doing something.
Oh.
You
Oi, oi.
look at them and think, they've bloody got some booze. So you sidle on up to them and you make some conversation.
All right, geezer.
They look at you slightly strangely and reply, "May the goddess be with you."
What goddess?
It's Goddess Day.
Oh, okay. That goddess.
We're celebrating the goddess, the goddess of Oros. So she's the one that brings the sun up and brings the moon up and makes sure everything's a-okay in the land. Oros is the land, by the way, just for you guys.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you not want to? So you're literally just. You went, all right, geezer, and you're staring at them now.
Oh,
Is currently
sorry.
what's happening.
What you got there?
Just some special brew, just to make sure we enjoy the day fully. They kind of look at each other furtively. Would you care for a drop?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Although
They
I should
procure-
take stuff from strangers.
they
but-
procure out of their robe another,
Wine.
well, beautiful wine glass. So they're drinking out of two of them. They're like quite clearly like crystal. They're just like beautiful glasses. They fill this with like an amber liquid.
Mhm.
Slight bubbles to it,
It's ambrosia.
not much to it, and then they give you like, enjoy.
Thank you.
It's poison. Do you drink it?
Oh, my word, it's poison now.
Give it a snap.
Well, do you have any spells to check if it's poison or anything?
Ooh.
Oh
Oppa! While Bryn is checking
Midsummer the film.
Midsummer the film,
Yeah, this is what I'm getting. The vibes.
is the pale colours.
I've got keen senses.
What's that?
You have proficiency in the perception skill.
Okay, that's fine. Well, would you like to check if there's poison in there?
Yeah, I would actually.
Okay, so could you make me an intelligence investigation check, please?
So do I roll a d20?
D20 for that, thank you.
So
So if you've got proficiency in investigation, which you do, the little list where it's got all of them on,
Yeah.
just add that
Plus
to what
one.
you roll on the D20.
what's the intelligence plus 1 on the side?
So ignore that.
Okay,
So you know the
so-
little list with all the things
Yeah,
on?
I got 11.
So is that including the modifier? Okay, that's
11.
fine. Okay, you don't notice anything unusual about the drink they're giving you. It just looks very expensive.
Oh, yeah, I've done it then.
Okay, so you down the alcohol in one hit. Okay, that's fine. Beyond the horizon, what are you doing?
As a bard, I would like to perform at the festival. So, I'm going to get my little flute out.
So are you trying to find someone that's
Be interested in my music.
Okay. So you're in the square still,
Yeah.
and you're trying to look around and see if you can find a bunch of other bards. Looking for out-of-towners, I would guess?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right. Could you
Yeah,
get
right.
the 20-sided dice for me? It's the big, like, kind of funky looking one like this.
Fine.
Not that one.
Oh.
It is that one there. Okay, could you roll that for me? And that's fine.
6.
Okay, and
Is
so...
it this one?
Yeah, that one there. So,
What's the 6 dot?
intelligence investigation check, so you add +2 to it, okay?
Okay, so 8.
8, okay. So you're looking for a bunch of people kind of like you almost, like bards and such like. You look at Xanthony.
We'll have a jam, basically.
Okay, and you say, I'll be back in a second. I'm just gonna look for some people, because I think I can see someone over there. And you just start walking down the street because you can see some people down the far end. That you like the cut of their jib. You can see a couple of instruments sticking over the top of the crowd. And in the hustle and bustle of the white cloaks and like the various food vendors and stands, you can hear some music playing. So you keep walking towards it until you get to a small shop almost. It's got kind of like a wicker front, white painting, thatched roof, very simple, very plain looking. And it's got a sign hanging up from the door, Bards Wanted for Festival.
Yes, I'm in luck.
You go in?
I'm going in.
Okay, right. So you go in.
Gal's gotta eat.
And you can see inside, there's a couple of people in there. There's a couple of humans in there, a couple of elves, and there's 2 people sat right at the kind of centre stage almost. There's a big orc, and there is a wood elf. So they're tuning up some instruments. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna whack out my flute and just try and get involved at the same time. I'm a
Okay.
bit socially awkward, so I'm not talking to them. I'm just gonna
Okay, so you just want to try and play some music?
yeah.
Just to get them noticed. That's okay. Right. Could you make me a charisma performance check? So it's the same
Is
dice.
it the chat? Oh.
So chat, you got +2. Performance +5. So roll that one for me and add 5 to it.
Is that an 8?
Yes, an 8.
Yeah.
So that is 8 plus 5. 13, that's fine. So you start playing. What instrument were you playing?
My flute. I'm getting
Your flute.
out.
You're playing your flute
For the
out.
boys.
What kind of tune do you play?
It's.
Is it like a jaunty sailor's tune, or is
it's
it
a
like?
hopeful one. It's like, be my friend. I want a friend.
Would you like to just sing it and just like give it a go? So it's going.
Be my friend.
Be my friend, be my friend. I'd like you to be my friend. Okay, everyone in the entire pub just stops and looks at you.
No.
Is it?
Hmm?
Is this the pub that I'm in?
This is not the pub that you're in, no,
Alright.
different pub. This is like a separate kind of room. It's just a room full of bards, basically.
Oh god.
So you play for about a minute and a half, and then you look at the orc and you look at the wood elf, and you kind of go like, jazz hands, and slowly the orc kind of looks around the room. Everyone else is completely silent. He looks at the wood elf.
No.
He looks at you again. He stands up.
Oh, the applause.
The wood elf stands up, she's joining in. Everyone else applauding.
I'm a friend.
And the wood elf comes towards you, puts his hand on your shoulder. That's the best flute play I've heard in many a moon, friend. I'd be most welcome if you came with us.
Is that the orc?
It's the orc, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fuzzy
Be
mate.
most welcome if you came with us to perform in front of the matron for the festival.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a big deal.
Do you have plans, or we would love you to come with us?
I'm down. I'm with the boys. I'm with the boys.
You with the boys. I'm Blog, by the way. And this is my companion, Hana. And the wood elf comes over and goes, hello, lovely to meet you. And she's tuning up Leah. It's kind of like a big
She
old harp
sounded a bit
kind of
like
thing.
Loki. A little bit.
Sure. And Blog plays the drum, specifically the war drum, but it kind of works. There's you. It's like, your flute would be phenomenal in everything that we do. It would add a hint of melancholy, which is just... Blog, just to give you context, is 7'2" tall, just a mass of muscles, and he carries 2 war axes on his back. He doesn't look the kind of man to like play an instrument, but you know, you can never judge a book by its cover.
True.
Zavin, while this is all going on, you're looking around for a man about a dog.
Yeah. I think I found him.
And you look over to a corner and you see 2 white cloaks, and you recognise the elf that you were on the coach with earlier that was talking to the girl about booze. And you kind of sidle on up to them. So. Alright. Is there anything here that I need to know about? That kind of deal.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
I've just realised this is the wrong fucking music.
It's all got very intense.
It got super intense as soon as Cal came over. Everyone's pants dropped. Okay, so you come over wanting to kind of know what was up, so to speak.
Yeah.
Bryn, you are there with these 2 girls, absolutely wasted at this point. You don't know where Tierra's gone. And you kind of look up and you vaguely recognise someone that you kind of half know. Could you both roll a D... Actually, let's just call it a D10, which is this diamond-shaped one. It looks like this one. It's got the big 0 on it. Yeah, could you both roll... That's the sign for 10.
Oh.
Not that one, that's the D20. So it is that one here. Yeah, so you both roll up for me?
10!
4.
Okay. Bryn, you instantly recognise this as someone that you came into the town with, which in your drunken state means that he's basically your best friend at this point. You fling yourself towards him, give him the biggest hug you've ever given anyone in your life. You've got to try this stuff. It's phenomenal. I want Tiara to start stocking it at the pub, but she won't let Me, I don't know, but I haven't spoken to her about it yet, so she might do. I'm just not. A drink, and you rolled a 4, didn't you?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so she pulled your jaw down and just pours it into your throat.
Sounds
Jesus.
a little right.
Oh,
Xanthan,
yeah.
you kind of register like you like a drink.
I do like a
You
drink.
were formerly in the army as part of your character backstory, so you're no stranger to a drink.
I'm not a stranger.
This is probably one of the nicest beverages you've ever tasted.
I'm enjoying
in your
it.
life. You're really
It's
enjoying
nice.
it. You're enjoying it so much your pupils slightly dilate. Like you're like a cat. Like you've seen this expression a couple of times with Beyond the Horizon when she's seen like a really good piece of steamed salmon. Like it's you're familiar to this expression. And before long, both of you are with these two women just throwing back these glasses of
Yeah.
fine
I
booze.
can't wait for that coach ride. I can't. I think it's too good to be true.
Yeah, you're gonna be
There's a
sick.
cat.
You're gonna be ill. Or
Tiara,
too heavy.
you are in the pub.
Yeah, I am.
If you remember, it's a very, very lovely pub.
Yeah.
All sorts of people kind of mingling in there, chatting in there, doing all their games and such like. And the lady who is the landlady
Yeah.
is like some of the people you've seen outside. She's wearing a white hood. She's, having a good time.
Yeah.
But like she's keeping a very orderly eye on everything, and she seems to know everyone. She's calling everyone by, calling everyone by their name. Much like the Timothy Chalamet film. That was a really specific joke, by the way. I'm happy if anyone
That's
got.
one of my favourite films.
I'm glad you got that. She's like, Imo, lovely to see you, my dear. Yeah, you keep drinking, love. Don't worry, you come to me if you need some more, eh? Eh? Yeah, that's what I like to see. Perry, what are you doing over there, Perry? Come on, get some more wine in you. Come on. Clarence, put down that pipe, and then you look up and you think it's Clarence the Cobalt who's meant to be running your pub. It's not. It's not him. It's just a man. It's just a man called Clarence, and he's kind of shocked the intensity you're looking at him so much so he puts down his drink and he goes to come over to you.
Yeah.
What do you do? Okay, you immediately turn around, palm off human Clarence.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood.
And you walk past him whispering him, sorry, you look like a fish. And you walk past him. He starts crying into his drink. And you get to the landlady,
Yeah.
whose name is Matron. That's all she's ever really known by.
Okay.
And you have some business to conduct with her.
I do. Right. Hello. Hi, landlady.
Hello, my love. What can I fix for you? Some wine, some lager, something a bit stronger, maybe. Have you ever heard of Orcish Britain? At which point you cut her off. No, no, never again.
I'm actually here to work business.
All right. Well,
I'm-
my name is Matron. I run the pubs.
Tiara, nice to meet you.
Tiara, where do we know that name?
Oh god, I hope they
Where
don't
do
know.
I know? You're not the landlady of the Silver Owlbear down yonder.
I sure am. I'm getting a bit nervous now.
Ah, good. Good, nice little bit. I've been there myself. Not many times, but enough.
I'm glad to hear it. Then I think you might be able to help me. I would like some alcohol for my pub.
What were you looking for in particular?
I'm getting bamboozled.
I want
like.
something
Yeah.
I want something different, something that locals haven't tried before, something exotic.
Well, you ever tried a gnomish wine?
I have on my travels.
Okay. Could you roll for me a charisma intimidation check?
Oh. D20.
D20, yeah.
The +2. Oh god, 21.
Oh, wow, okay.
Wow.
So you go, yes. You slam your hand down on the table of the bar, and it goes quiet for a minute, so much so that, like, Clarence the non-fish man kind of looks up hopefully, and then just sees that you're conducting business and starts crying back into his drink. Matron's, all right, my apologies, didn't want to assume, that's fine. Try this for me. And she reaches down behind the bar and she pulls out not a can of Carlsberg, but a bottle, a kind of gilt bottle almost. It is, give me 2 secs. It is bronze in colour, and I've done a sheet of random checks the other day, and I'm so happy I did it. It's like for colours and the inside of things, and I'm really happy. It's slightly fizzing with gold sparkles, and the top is kind of like a reddish burgundy hue. And choose one sip of this. No one will be leaving your pub anytime soon. Care for a drop?
Yeah, I'll try a little tester.
I feel like this story's just all going to go.
Everyone's getting poisoned.
Okay.
I'm on business, so I'm not drinking loads.
Okay, that's fine. So, but you take a sip.
Yeah.
That's fine,
tiny
okay.
bit.
Could you roll a d20 for me?
16.
Okay. You appreciate it's really good little wine. It's not kind of like the greatest thing you ever drunk, but you can really appreciate its qualities. Absolutely delicious. It's kind of a little bit honey, a little bit lemony on the palate, really moorish. You can taste the alcohol content over there. It's got oomph to it. It's a good little booze.
How much?
Wow.
Let's talk numbers now.
How many barrels were you wanting? She puts her arm up to the ceiling and the monkey runs down her arm. Do you see? Can anyone guess where I got this character from? Someone said it earlier.
Has he got one leg by
Barbie.
She unscrews her one leg from underneath the counter, pulls out a hip flask from the wooden leg and drinks from it, screws it back in place. And she takes off her hood and she strokes her feathered cap.
Are we talking barrels or bottles? Does it come barrel?
This booze, my dear, I only sell by the barrel. It's too rare to sell by anything else.
What about 5 barrels?
5 barrels,
What are we saying?
40 gold.
No, too high.
It's 40 gold a lot.
It's a decent amount, yeah.
Okay.
It's like £40.
It's more like £400.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say, look, come on now, I travelled all the way here.
I know you've travelled all the way here, and it's a very rare booze.
I appreciate
You're a decent tavern owner, my love. You get a decent income. I feel you can afford that. You want something different? 40 gold is what it'll cost you.
30.
Do a wisdom intimidation for me again.
Oh god. 5. Wait. Yeah, 5.
Okay, 35, and that'll be the last offer I make.
Deal.
Excellent. So can I ask at this point, who has drunk the funny gold liquid? So you, and you.
Oh wait, but
Not
is
by
I
choice,
drank
but
the
yeah,
same
me.
thing?
Yeah,
Oh, was what I drank the same thing as what they drank?
possibly.
Oh, for fuck's
There's one person that hasn't drunk it,
You
I
only had
think.
sake. Yeah, I only had
Okay.
a little drink.
Music.
Okay, that's fine.
Hand.
All 3 of you, at this point in time, everything starts to get a little bit woozy. A little bit kind of
Fuck up.
swayy.
You should be blind by now.
And then everything goes black.
Oh
Oh
shit.
shit. We're gonna end up in like a goblin's prison
Oh.
or something.
Trying to
Beyond the
find
horizon,
someone.
Fun and mad about a dog.
Trying to find someone.
beyond the horizon,
That's it.
you and your 2 new friends, Logan and Hana, you go and find the kind of leader of the festival, almost. And you're going through the back streets until you get to a little tavern. And it looks very nice. It's got silver, goldy kind of edging to these white marble
Sounds
pillars.
a bit familiar.
It's looking very nice on the
Sounds like
inside.
Playboy, man.
As soon as you walk in, there's another troupe of bards that are just playing a little tune. They finish the song by going dum dum tss, dum dum tss.
Nice. Sounds a bit We Will Rock You.
It was the Pornhub jingle, but
God, I'm so innocent. What the fuck? I said we will rock you.
God, you really are a primary school teacher.
God.
And you see,
So Freddie Mercury.
That's not even right.
and you see everyone kind of almost filtering out slightly of the pub. There's 2 back doors, and everyone filtering out. But there's one lady still behind the bar. She's got a hood with the 2 red flowers. And she's making a little hum to herself while she's making herself a little brew, and then she's put on her hobnail boots. Oh, sorry guys, we're just leaving for the main event. What can I help you with?
I was wondering if you wanted to employ me full time. I'm a bard. I have a flute. I also have other instruments I can play.
Oh, that's rather excellent. Are you with these 2 fine fellows? She gestures at Blog and Hannah.
Yeah, I met them today and we're now a band.
Yeah, Blog.
Yeah,
Blog's the big orc guy.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah.
Keeping my eye on him. Wow, I'm knocked out.
Blog proceeds to put his arm around
I'm
beyond the road. Yes, we have 3 very, very close friends who have known each other for years, performed under countless venues, and we'd love to perform at your festival. And Hannah's, yes, we would love nothing more. And she does like a small melody on her lyre.
I love it.
Well, we've got the main event coming up just round yonder, so come to the pit and then we'll see what happens then.
Okay, we'll see you there.
So she leads you round the one of the back doors of the pub, and out the back door is essentially a coliseum.
Stop that.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm actually listening to
You were literally like...
There's a small coliseum, so it can fit about 200 people. She goes, don't worry about it guys, I'll be right back, okay? Just start playing, you'll know when. She goes to the small podium overlooking everything and addresses the entire village, which is now filtered from the pub and various other places into this coliseum, and it's very much like the pub itself. It's kind of white column, spiral, like kind of gold across the top. But in the centre podium, kind of like where she's addressing everyone, just underneath, there's the face of a devil carved into marble.
Oh, I feel like this would be like human sacrifice.
Welcome everyone to Goddess Day! And there's a raucous, woo, yeah! Kind of round of applause going round the entirety of the Colosseum. Now I know how much all of you are excited for our main event, so let me, matron, wait for you no longer. Please, just enjoy it. And she nods at you.
Nice.
Beyond, and then Blog, right guys, we better start playing, eh? Blues and sea and swing it. And you start a jaunty, like kind of almost seafaring tune
Oh, lovely.
that is very enjoyable to the ear.
Can we be called Beyond the Horizon? Because I'm called.
Okay, right, we're doing this now then. That's fine. The rest of you,
I hate this music.
I'd like to roll a d20 for me real quick. Yeah,
that
apart
one?
from
Or
Beyond.
play.
You don't need
Is
to.
that on?
No, it is.
Yeah, that's I've got my number.
Yeah, got it.
Hit me.
3.
11. 10.
Then
Careless music, those are bad. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
it's going like midsummer.
11.
Yeah.
3. Don't worry, nothing's been taken. You wake up. You're kind of
Just hanging upside
disorientated. You can hear this loud noise kind of all around you. Zavin, you and Tierra are actually together with 2 other people. From what you can see, you're in a cage, but there's tarp either side of it. Bryn, you're in another cage with 3 guys with tarp over the side, so you can't hear anything. You can see kind of light at the bottom, but you can see that you're standing on some
Maybe
sand.
this is where I wanted to be all along.
You're standing on some sand. You're all feeling really good still, but
trying to keep my.
You were a little bit confused. You were just drinking. You two were just drinking together. You were conducting some business.
I got spiked. I didn't fucking consume it. I was on a mission, and I just got.
Someone could have said no.
And then
You poured it down my throat.
you two aren't together at this point. So everyone's kind of trying to piece together, and then all of a sudden, the two tarps come off at the exact same time. Two women doing each of them in the white robes, and they look at you, Tierra and Zavin, in one cage, and you, Bryn, with your three other friends in the other. May the goddess be with you. And walk out of the stadium, which you now look up and you can see you're in a cage in a coliseum.
Oh my god,
Fuck.
I'm so safe.
In the middle of the cage, there's a large figure. He's covered in a cape. You can see there's a steel chain around his neck, which is leading to another pillar. And he's there. He's a hulking figure. He's over 8 foot tall, which is a decent couple of foot taller than all of the rest of you. The only thing you can see apart from that, a couple of kind of funny shapes underneath the hood, and he's holding an axe like this, with the head kind of in the sand, kind of like a stoic guardian almost sort of figure.
How do we get to this situation?
The cages at this point fall, kind of the sides all fall down, so you're completely in the arena now. There's 8 people. There's this hooded figure, hulking person. There's Beyond the Horizon playing a jaunty tune up on the balcony somewhere. And there's the matron. May the tournament of the goddess begin! And then you just hear like a
You
ding, 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 ding. And then at the kind of sides of the cage, some doors open, and these kind of horrible looking creatures start like crawling through on their hands and knees, and their backs are kind of contorted,
What do they look
twisting. They look an awful lot like this. Can all of you roll a d20 for me?
Not me though.
That one? No, big one.
The one that you just rolled out? Not you. 11. 4. 18. Right, Zavin, you just through your travels with Beyond the Horizon, just recognise these as Gnoll. You've killed hundreds of these things over the time. They look like that.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Easy.
That's a Gnoll.
Jesus, looks like a hyena.
It's a terrifying hyena man.
Easy.
They're essentially decomposing hyena men. Decomposing hyena men.
Easy.
15. 22. Okay.
Still looking for someone.
That's fine.
In the audience.
No drones. And then I need to roll something real quick. 1, 2, 3.
Isaac, when do I get to fight the person?
Just now, mate. Just now. 12, 6, 8, 20. Oh, Jesus, right, okay. Okay, so as soon as 2 of these Gnoll come out, they both immediately rush at odd or even.
Odd.
They both immediately rush at Bryn. Kind of swiping at her. One of them with a spear, and one of them just kind of like with his claws, just kind of like lunging at her. Bryn, what's your armor class?
My armor class?
Yes. What's your armor class?
Where's that?
So it's AC at the top of the sheet.
13.
13. Okay, cool. That is fine.
I like the music.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it feels like we're in a
4 to hit. So what was that again? Sorry.
13.
13. Okay.
Lucky number.
4 and then 4. Okay, cool.
His tension's killing me.
I'm sorry.
I'm worried 'cause mine-
That's plus 4, 6, 3. That's fine. Okay, so they both attack in tandem. Gnoll are known for their kind of strength and their just ferocity attacking people in packs, but they kind of got so overexcited they banged into each other. So one of them was going over the top with his spear, and the other was kind of running in at you with his claws like that, with his arm, with his jaws kind of agape, with his arms wide. The other one, they knock into each other basically. So the one running at you with his claws is knocked to the ground. The other one, his spear goes flying in the other direction, and they start kind of like growling at each other, just having a bad fucking time. And Bryn, you seize this opportunity just to try to make a move and attack.
Okay. Well then, just take the time. Where do I find my attack?
On the front sheet,
Front sheet?
or would you like to use a spell?
I was thinking of using this spell. Can I use? Are these my
They're your attacks. Spells are on the other sheet.
Okay. The sheet.
That one, yeah, that's your spell sheet.
Right. Why is yours so long?
Well, because she's got loads of like level 1 and 2 spells, so they stack.
Do they count as animals?
No,
Oh, fuck.
they're not
They look
animals.
like animals.
Okay.
You're gonna talk your way out of it.
I was going to. I was like, right.
I can double check for you, but I don't think they are. No, they're medium humanoids.
Okay. I want to use fog cloud.
Okay, can you tell me what fog cloud does?
It just says fog cloud.
I'm guessing it's like
It's
a really big cloud. That's quite funny. And they can't see.
That's what I'm guessing as well, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
I just think it's a cloud of fog and they won't be able to see.
Yeah.
And it will sting their eyes.
Like a
hopefully.
smoke grenade.
That's what I want to use.
Yeah.
Fog cloud?
Yeah.
Let me see.
First level.
Fog cloud. Easy peasy.
Is it a spell? I don't know, you wrote this.
I didn't write it. I typed it. Fog cloud. Oh, it's one of those ones, right, okay. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong bit.
One of those
It's
ones.
one of these
The
ones.
classic fog cloud.
Okay, hang on, sorry.
It's alright. Just 2
Who are
sets
you using the fog cloud on?
the gold.
The weird, like, dyed hyena things.
So yeah, it's basically just a big old smoke screen.
Yeah,
Fog
that's
cloud. You don't have to roll for this. It's
Right.
just a thing that happens. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Okay. Cal, I know you do. Tierra, can you just check for me if you have dark vision?
Yeah, I do.
You okay? Right.
It
So
doesn't have dark vision.
I think
Is it Mike?
no, Vike has it. I think G is the only one that doesn't have it. Okay, so none of you are hampered by this, but this is like hampered all of the knoll. They're finding it really tricky to see. You guys can see in the kind of the dark quite easily. Which, speaking of the team, Zavin, what would you like to do? It's your turn to attack.
Attack who?
What would you like to attack?
I want to attack Blog.
I thought you
You want to attack Blog? Blog's up in the stands.
I've been looking at it
Okay.
the whole time.
You.
attack me.
No. I want
Okay.
Blog. I'm using one personality.
Okay, so
I'm here for one personality.
your bow and arrow has an
I'm
100.
an assassin, and this is what I'm here for.
Your bow and arrow has an
he's my
180
best
foot
friend.
Right?
range.
No, he's not. He's playing with you. He's not. I'll talk to you later. He's not.
Your bow and arrow has an 180 foot range.
Fine.
Blog is 100 foot away, so you're well within your
Easy.
grasp to kind of attack him.
Yeah.
So you just want to like shoot an arrow at him?
Yeah, he's a part of my band.
Well, I
I'm
wanted
a two-man
to do it a bit
band.
more silently,
Personally, I
and
think
not
there's-
so.
So
I think there's a
as an assassin,
Yeah.
you have a thing where you can hide.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, there's
And if
a
you
hyena
attack on the
coming out
next
and he's
turn,
like,
you can do loads of extra damage.
Yeah.
So theoretically, if you wanted to straight
I
up
wanna
kill
He's
him,
dead.
you want to kill him.
He's
1
dead.
second. How is he going to see? Because there's fog cloud. Oh, you got dark vision. Sorry.
He's got dark vision.
I got that.
He's a hobgoblin. He was forged in the fires of hell.
Yeah.
So if you really want to try and kill him, I
Yeah.
would suggest using this turn to hide, and then making a sneak attack the next turn
Fine. Sorted.
as a bonus attack. Okay, that's fine.
No,
So
he's a bad guy.
Xanthan gun. There's
He's
more
bad.
focusing.
so Xanthan uses his turn to hide behind a pillar, while all of the knoll are kind of like flailing around, confused. Okay, that's fine. Tierra. People are watching this, but now all they can see are kind of flailing hyenas in the big cloud of smoke. Tierra, what do you do? You can, by the way, you can see perfectly where all the knoll are. They just can't see you.
So has he just done his thing?
He is hidden.
I'm about to pounce.
Talk to him next turn, then it'll be lethal.
How many are there still? 2, 4.
None of them have been attacked yet.
And is that big Satan guy still there?
So the big Satan guy is literally just a carving in the marble.
Oh, it's just a bit.
Would you like to do a dexterity no, sorry, that would be an intelligence perception check to see who he is.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It
One
doesn't.
move.
No, it doesn't cost you anything. You can just do that. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a D20 dex. No, intelligence perception.
16.
Okay. You kind of thinking. You look at him, and you feel that you've felt some of the other members of the crew talk about him before, specifically Torek. And then it just clicks to you. You recognise this as the face of Asmodeus. Asmodeus is the demon king of hell.
Oh, fuck. Great.
And his face is on the marble wall of this tournament that you're in.
Okay.
That's just your information to do with Asm
don't
Witchy,
seem that
please.
worried.
No, you seem quite sure.
You know me, I'm a very logical person.
So yeah, so the face of the demon king of hell is on the wall, and you are probably going to attempt to do Thunderwave.
Is that what fucked us up that last time in the cave?
Because Thunderwave's a lit attack, that's why.
It's torn between Thunderclap and Thunderwave.
They're both good attacks, to be fair. Tierra's got a couple of fucking banger moves, and one of them is Thunderwave.
Well, I'm gonna do Thunderwave because that's got 15 feet rather than 5.
That's fine. Where do you want to do it from? So the way that the cloud is, you've got one knoll coming in from each of the corners. So if you aimed it correctly, you could probably get two of
Run
them.
into the middle of them and then.
So if you run into the middle of them, everyone would get hit by that.
Oh right.
Yeah, well, we don't want
So
that.
I would suggest probably going to the side, and then you definitely get two of them.
Maybe I love a bit of collateral damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Collateral damage is your middle name.
I'm telling you, no.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just stay. I'm gonna go away. Just go where nobody else will get hurt.
Okay. That's fine. So you're able to hit two of the null in this way. Would you like me to roll for it, or do you want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
12.
That's fine. They both biff it. So you actually hit both of them with this. Can you please roll the damage for me for Thunderwave?
Nice.
Which dice is that?
So Thunderwave is... Are you casting it at level 1 or level 2?
It's level 1.
Okay. So then, in that case, can you throw 2 d8s for me then, please? D8 are...
This one? That one?
These are the diamond ones? Bless you.
Alright. 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of
5
those.
and 5.
That's fine. So that's 10 damage. So in the smoky cloud, you all see Tierra kind of stride up, her hands kind of rise upwards and just like plunge into the ground.
It's fine.
And this just like square of electricity just blasts out from her forwards. And then she like looks at the ground at the prettiest girl she sees and just gives her a cheeky wink.
Yeah,
Because
she does.
yeah, she does. She gives her a little wink and just goes like that. These two null are just flung backwards into the wall of the Colosseum. Their bodies kind of like riding a little bit of electricity. Their fur comes up a little singed, and they're like kind of got a little bit of a tick now they didn't have before, and they are absolutely fuming.
Right.
And they have eyes only for you.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond the horizon, on the balcony, what are you doing?
I've noticed that my hobgoblin friend has started hiding and sneaking away. And I can not very good at hiding because I noticed it, and I can see he has his eyes on Blog a little bit. So I think I'm going to talk to Blog.
Could you roll for me a
What's going on?
d20, please?
Yeah, is that the one that looks?
It's yeah, that one there.
The big boy. 16.
Okay, yeah, okay. Talk to Blog.
Okay, so I'm talking to Blog.
What do you want to say to him?
Do you happen to know a hobgoblin called
Zavin is his name. No, I don't know anyone by the name of Zavin. Why?
Just noticed he was giving you a bit of a funny look. Just thought I'd let you know.
Ding, 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 ding. He plays on his Mambria for a little bit. No, I don't know anyone by that name. No, sorry. If I've done anything to offend him, I wouldn't know.
He sounds really nice.
Don't worry, though. If he's coming for you, let me know. I'll protect
I've been looking at him
you.
for a good couple of months now. I've been following him.
He's had a bang.
There's
Beyond the
all will
horizon.
be revealed.
I'll tell you, if he's giving you any bother at all, just give me a little nod. I'll go and have a quiet word with him. Don't need to make anything big of it.
So I'm gonna start nodding.
It's
I'm
fine.
concerned. So I've given.
You're all fine. Don't worry. I'll look after you, okay? You're like a little sister to me. Don't worry. I'll never let anything harm
We
you.
love him. Why are
Weird.
you trying
Weird.
to kill him?
Weird.
Jealous.
Literally.
And on that note,
Yeah.
the other two Noel try and attack you two. One each. What is your armor class, please, Zavin?
What's
13.
Bren, yours is 13, isn't it?
Where's that? I don't see that.
AC? Right.
14.
Okay, cool.
14. See you later.
They both fuck it.
What?
So they both come at you with a knife.
A knife!
A knife! And they kind of come at you, and you both manage to just put up a block in time and kind of throw them away.
Okay.
So no damage has come to either of you yet.
How much damage? Where's my damage?
So you've
Is it
got
health points?
HP, yeah.
15.
You've got 15
So I'm
HP.
still on 15.
Bryn, you're the most under-leveled of anyone because you only did the one adventure, so everyone else has leveled up apart from you.
Oh, brill. Hey, wait, these two haven't.
Well, yeah, no, but they've come in at level 5.
I'm an assassin.
This is what I do.
What level am I? Wait, what level am I in?
3.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Right,
That's what you get for cruising.
Let's
Yeah.
rewind a little
You
bit here,
cruise,
shall
you
we?
You'll
That's
get
not fair.
Bryn, you'll get leveled up at the end of this,
I'm
okay?
kidding. I don't mind.
Lucy and Cal are just
I'm
doing a
strong.
one-off, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want this
That's
to be a one-off.
fine. Okay, so Bryn,
This is fun.
what's your next move? You put down the smoke screen.
Yeah.
What's your
So-
next move?
So they're not animals.
They're not animals, no. They're humanoid monsters,
Really
essentially.
have a chat.
That's
don't
right.
you?
That's my one
You
thing.
can't
I think
you
that
can't
was
talk to
my
them.
one.
You've got plenty of really good spells though, can I just say?
Okay. Can I do wild shape? Are they
You could do wild shape if you like. What would you like to shape
Ooh.
into?
So, as an action, you can magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before,
Mhm.
twice per short rest. So, I want
What would you like to turn
shape
into?
into one of them
You wanna
and kill them.
you wanna turn into a gnoll?
Yeah,
Okay.
and kill them.
Right,
Kill
that's
who?
that's fine.
Who's them?
The null.
The Knolls.
Yeah.
You want to be a Knoll and then
I'm
kill the
gonna
Knolls?
turn one-
That's a good
Huh?
idea.
Oh shit! Why
They're not very good at any.
But I was hoping to.
Is there a better thing?
To put this into like a useful thing without giving anything away,
Yeah.
they're the starters.
What's the
So we've got more to
Oh,
come.
for
So you don't want to be a Knoll.
They're not the main course, they're the starter.
They're a
Right.
starter.
Well, I don't want to do that then.
You've seen though lots and lots of animals. You could turn into a bear, a dire wolf, like loads of shit. Like just think of a big animal.
A dinosaur.
An elephant.
Let me just see if you can turn into an
That'd
elephant.
be lit.
Is there an elephant in there?
Let me just check.
Surely.
There might be. It's a weird kind of mix of things.
Dinosaur?
Yep, you can turn into an elephant if you want.
Elephant, there you go.
What would an elephant do?
A lot.
Attack people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big
Trampling
fucker.
charge.
Yeah, okay, right, I'll turn into an elephant, please.
Okay. With your, would you like to make a strength attack against
Yeah,
them?
the loving line.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can hit both of them if you do a strength attack as an elephant.
Whoa.
You've also got 76 hit points now.
Okay.
Right, so it is to do one of those. Okay, right, Gore. Plus 8 to hit. They've got 15 armor class. You want to attack them both, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a definite hit, and that is a definite hit as well. Okay, you hit both of them. Can you One hit 19, 3d8 plus. Jesus Christ! Right, okay. Why did you pick an elephant?
First thing that came into my mind.
Okay, you do. 11.
I'm drunk.
16, 17. You do 17 damage to two of these Null, and you gore them, which means they have disadvantage on all their other attacks. So that is 32,
See ya.
12,
See ya.
14, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
See you
5.
later.
Okay, right. They're really badly hurt.
You underestimate the power of my devil.
From the Knoll's point of view, from this just smoke cloud, they've kind of like tried to run at you with knives, but have missed you because of the smoke cloud. And then out of nowhere, an elephant has just appeared and gone and just charged at them point blank with its tusks, and you got one Knoll on either of the tusks and the ribs. So you shook them around and then you just threw them off into the wall, just with like a splat, and they fall to the ground. They're really badly hurt, and that one of them can just about get up. You can just about get up, and the other one's just laying still, kind of like for now. And that's the end of your turn.
Tara's definitely cheering you on.
Yeah.
Javin, it's your turn. What do you do?
What do I do with what?
Well,
I'm
you're
hiding.
hidden. Are you wanting to make a sneak attack on?
You
wanted to make a
don't
sneak
give
attack
shit what's going on in here.
Yeah, you wanted to make
a
a.
blog.
You want to make a sneak attack on Blog, eh?
Oh, I'm going for it. A fucking bastard.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So Blog's got an
I've
AC
been
of
waiting to kill this bastard for ages.
13,
Why would you do
and Zavin.
He's playing you on, I'm telling you.
Okay, do you want me to roll for this?
What's that mean?
No, you roll.
What we're gonna do? Oh,
Okay, so
I
you
wanna
do you
kill
want
him. I
to
just
you
wanna
roll a d20 for me
D20
and add 6 to it.
Add
The biggest
6.
one.
Boom. 5, 11.
That's fine.
11. Is he dead?
Could you? Right. So I want you to roll a d6 plus 3, and I'll do the sneak attack damage.
D6. Which one's that one?
So just normal dice. Normal dice.
Normal dice and roll a what?
So roll that, add 3 to it, and I'll roll the sneak attack.
So 8.
Hang on, give me 2 secs. So it's
Yeah, the calculator.
3d6. So you've rolled 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I play something like this, you see it.
I can see it. It's like
18.
listening to an audiobook.
21. Okay. So
Yeah, it's really nice.
Blog.
It's like a bedtime story.
Blog's
Yeah, I love it.
just
Sweet.
had.
When I go home and I'm like laying in bed.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's really nice. I kind of vibe with
I'm
that.
trying to explain to my boyfriend, he's like, oh.
Never guess what I did today.
Okay, so Blog is basically just comforting Beyond the Horizon. Don't worry, if like anything happens to you, I'll just look after you. Like you mean we've only met like a lot of time, and then just thump, he just rocks
I trust it.
backwards
I'm
to the,
assassin,
and an
it's
arrow
a
comes through his shoulder, and
Yeah.
he just coughs up a load of blue blood.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
That's just the color of blood that orcs have.
Okay.
So
That's really sad.
what the?
You ruined my set.
I'm getting
And he
paranoid.
looks down, and orcs also have dark vision, so he looks down, and
Yeah.
he can quite clearly see through the crowd, and he can quite clearly see you, kind of not even trying to hide. You're just there with a bow and arrow, almost taunting him,
Yeah.
and he just points at you,
And I'm like,
essentially. And then he goes, he looks at you, Beyond the Horizon, he goes, bear with me, little one, and he just grabs the side of the Colosseum, grabs his war axe that he's been keeping by his loot, and bolts over, and he does like a superhero landing, like, and he's looking at you, and he's just holding this war axe, and I'm gonna have to roll initiative for him because he wasn't meant to be in this fight. 11,
Who's
long.
here?
That's fine. In
Shall
fact,
I tell you why I'm inviting him?
No, not yet.
Or shall I tell you later?
I want to.
just
Yeah.
your reasons are your own. You can tell us
I mean,
if you
I'm an
want.
assassin. I like to keep it to myself,
Oh,
but
business is
I
alright.
kind of want to
Yeah.
share why he's such a bad guy.
Well, you can share if you want. You don't have to though.
He,
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay,
Not
fine.
yet. I'm loving the suspense. I can't lie, I'm loving the
Fine,
suspense.
keep
Okay.
going, keep going.
So who's attacked? You've both attacked, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tierra, your move. So you've got you're facing against these two gnoll, and they're kind of like howling at you slightly. They're both creeping towards you a little bit. They're bristling with rage because you've just smacked them against the wall with this just wave of thunder. What would you like to do?
Quarterstaff, is that just that pole thing?
That's like a melee weapon, yeah.
Is it long?
Relatively. It's not crazy long.
I feel like I don't want to waste my powers on these two when they're pretty weak.
Well, it's. I put it this way. I wouldn't stress about it.
No, I
Have you ever put thought to your spell enlarge reduce?
In what?
Enlarge reduce.
See, I did look at this, but then it said it only lasted 1 minute, and I didn't know.
That's
what
fine.
happened.
That's fine.
Can I just?
Would you like to do enlarge reduce just to see what it's like, or have you ever looked at catapult?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if that meant I got catapulted.
So, would you like me to explain? Would you like me to explain catapult to you?
Yeah.
So catapult, you choose one object weighing between 1 and 5 pounds. For example, you've got a short sword and you've got knives, haven't you? You've got daggers. Yeah. Okay. So you just choose your dagger. Okay.
Yeah.
This object flies in a straight line for 90 feet in the direction that you choose.
Can I just
Of course you can. Go for it, man.
It's a bit squeezy.
I'm sorry.
I've got it. There we go.
And then whatever that object strikes, it takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh well, let's do that then.
You want to do that? So they're in a straight line essentially. So
Yeah.
you'd be able to hit one of them with this.
Yeah.
So you're there, and it's kind of like a V shape.
Yeah.
That what you want to do?
But then, could I reduce both of them, or can I only reduce one?
You can either reduce one of them and attack that, or you can catapult a knife at one of them.
Oh, I'll catapult a knife.
Okay, right. So that
There's
is.
a bit of gore going on.
It is today is gory, like way more gory than normal. Oh wow.
So nice, we're at a festival just vibing.
Okay, you.
Do I miss?
No, you don't miss.
Smashed it.
You've got a critical hit.
Yeah.
Crit. Right, so what I'm gonna let you do is you can do it with 2 knives, so you can attack both of them if you want.
Hell yeah.
So you get both of your
Dagger
knives.
today.
You didn't bring your dagger, it's alright. And you put both your daggers on the ground.
Yeah.
And you point at both of them. And you look at both of them dead in the eye.
Sorry, why is
And
it
you
so
just do
sick?
this to both of them. And then you just go like this. Like
Oh,
that.
why?
And
why
both
is it
the
so sick?
knives
I'm
just
so glad.
thump. And you do. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what that damage was. You both, both knives just go straight through their necks.
Oh, yeah.
So much force, you decapitate both of them.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
And both those gnoll are just completely
You can
dead.
have some.
Your knives are just
Yes,
embedded in the wall of the far side, and both of those are kind of like half there for a second, and then just their heads fall off, and then they just crumple to the ground. The
Yeah.
crowd at this go absolutely fucking berserk.
Can I do
They're popping off. They're going like woo woo. They just go. They're shouting at you, going thunder,
What about this?
thunder, thunder. She's decapitated 2 of them now.
Wait, can I do one of those sarcastic bows that Katniss does in Hunger Games?
Of course you
yeah.
can, yeah.
When she goes
You can do that as a
Yeah,
free
exactly.
action. You do that, and then while you're doing that, you look at the girl that you flirted with earlier, and then you stick out your tongue like,
Like, come and get
come and get me, bitch. It's working in a, I think it's working in a pub. I think it's working in a pub.
Yeah, I like the pub.
Right, okay.
I do want to do that.
At this point, right, so you've killed those 2, and the other 2, no. They're, the 2 that are basically dead kind of pulled themselves up a little bit. So, Bryn, you've got 1 null running at you, and Zavin, you've got 1 null and Blog the Orc kind of bearing down on you with his war axe.
Fucking belong.
One of them completely misses you, and that's you, I'm afraid, Zavin. He completely misses
Okay.
you, Blog. He just swipes wide, and so does the other null. But the other null, Bryn,
Yeah.
kind of gets you in the shoulder with your spear. What's your AC?
AC is 13.
Okay, and what's your HP?
HP 50.
Okay. Oh wait, no, you're an elephant, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're 12. Oh, that's right. Okay, hang on. Let me just write that down.
Don't forget, I'm still a beast.
Elephant.
Yeah, a beast.
You've gone from I think 15 HP to 76.
Nice.
So.
Good. Is this only? Is this just for the time?
How long does the elephant last?
Well, it lasts until she decides to not be an elephant, essentially.
I'm just gonna stay an elephant.
Actions. Spear, ranged hit, 1. Oh, that's shit. Right.
Okay.
4. Okay, so he does 6 damage to you, so you've got 70 health. Right, okay. That's literally it. Okay. Then I'm going to say it's Bryn's turn, but I do need the toilet real quick.
That's alright.
So, Bryn, think about what you're going to do on your turn.
Okay.
Think about what you're going to do on your turn.
Towards me.
Yeah.
You've got, there's one, you're an elephant still.
Okay.
So tell me if you want to just trample on him or stab him with your tusks, okay?
Okay.
How you think what you're going to do about the orc that's bearing down on you, okay?
Is that vlog?
Yeah, that's
No, it's another orc. Yes, it's Plug.
Vlog.
Cause unnecessary carnage.
I'm gonna just.
Just gonna
I'm gonna try.
look at your list. See what you can do to him.
What can I do? Where's my attack?
You've got spells and shit. Have a look.
I wanna just. Where's the spells?
Bottom right.
Where is the spells?
I can't.
No, I
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
can't. I
struggling,
really
but
can't
I
read.
think it's bottom right.
Can't spark thieves, can't long. Can
Can
spark.
attack with 2 weapons.
Can
hide
spank
as
thieves.
a
Spike them.
What?
can hide as a bonus
Bonus action.
action.
Can hide as a.
Can half any change
Any damage taken.
Sneak attack.
If hidden. I'm an extra 3d6 to all.
You've got good health points.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
What's
an
yours?
assassin. I'm an assassin.
38.
I'm 33.
I'm an assassin.
Mine's 15.
Oh fuck.
Well, 76 now. 70.
Now you're Ellie.
I love these dice.
They're cute, aren't they?
I love.
I didn't think I'd get so involved, but I can see it in my head. I
It's
didn't
so
expect to
good.
see it so much in my
I love
head.
it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I have no idea. This is
What did I miss?
Nothing.
I was just going to the toilet.
People are thinking about their next moves.
I'm gonna trample this bitch.
Oh, you're going to trample
Because I'm
over
still an
trunk.
elephant, which I've got that.
Die.
I just love it because I feel like I can live my best like main character life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like no
Like my
consequences
fancy
really.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I didn't think I would.
It is fun.
Yeah.
No, I don't think like because I wanted to play it for ages, but I didn't quite know what to expect. And couldn't find anybody to play with until Sabrina and Isaac said they were doing it, and I was like, oh my god.
Yes.
Isaac was like, we were at the park, and Isaac was like, you can join. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, boy.
And I didn't really know what to expect. And
Yeah.
then it was so much better than I expected it to be.
I think it all depends on the DM as well.
Yeah. You need someone who's like can improv on the
Yeah.
spot, because
Because I
otherwise it's
could
really
do it.
boring.
Yeah.
I would freeze.
It's not
I'd be
too
like,
serious.
yeah.
Like we spent a laugh.
Although I thought this one was just going to be fun, and then we've ended up here. So
Yeah.
It's got dark.
It is
It's got
kind of-
dark.
It is kind of my fault. I got too drunk.
Yeah, literally poisoned everyone
Am I
and
still
got them
drunk?
into a
I don't
fight. I feel like surely you would have sobered up. You're an elephant, but elephants can be drunk. So.
Bryn.
And
What?
I want to trample him on the head.
You
You want to
ran.
trample him on the head? Okay, right. Let me just check the the elephant list. Hang on. You want to trample the elephant, that's fine. So you want to stomp him on the head?
Yeah, not the elephant.
That's fine, you can only hit one person with it.
Yeah, I want to stump on the goal.
Okay, could you roll for me your d10?
Yeah.
Could you roll that for... Oh wait, actually, sorry. Roll the d20 for me,
D20? Yeah.
and then add 8 to it.
Okay. Where's that gone? Oh, okay, that is... Can I roll again?
Mm-hmm.
Can't see.
If I fall off the table, just roll again.
How did you guys do?
Magic.
Yeah, can't do it.
Add 8.
10.
So 18.
Yes.
Absolutely fine, right, okay.
Woo!
So the d10,
Yeah.
roll that for me 3 times and tell me what each of them are.
Okay. Oh, D10.
Yeah.
That one? Yes. Okay.
10.
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
4.
Okay, fine. Right, and then plus 6. 19, 20, 23. Right, okay. You squish him into a paste.
Yeah!
He's deader than anything you've ever seen before.
Nice.
Even the orcs that you've shot through the neck and pinned them to trees, this is the deadest thing you've ever made dead.
Yeah.
You've turned into an elephant, you look down on him, you kind of like, your breath comes out of the trunk,
And you just go, fuck.
and you rear up on your hind legs, and you just go, and both your hind legs just come down onto him, and he just goes like that, and he just turns into like a null pancake. He is
No punch.
just destroyed. Cal, what are you doing?
What am I doing to
Beat
him?
Yeah.
that cow.
Well, I mean, I've just got to finish him off.
How are you gonna do it? What
How am I
spell are
gonna
you
do
gonna
it?
use?
Yeah.
Where's my spells?
So you hid again after shooting him the first time. You don't have any spells.
No, okay.
You're
So
all
I hit.
weapons, baby.
I hit.
Yeah.
Went to go for him. He then got his fucking hammer.
So he's coming towards you and he
With the
missed.
axe.
He
So,
missed.
but you've hid though.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. So do you want to like stab him with your sword, or do you want to try and shoot him with your arrow again, or?
I just want to.
Because you're a lot closer to him now.
Now I'm closer.
I'm actually
I'm
gonna
gonna shoot him in the face.
You put on.
You want to shoot him in the face
I
from
wanna
close
shoot
range
right
with your
in
bow.
the brain.
I did it earlier.
Okay.
So I want him finished.
You want to kill him
This
off.
mission's been going on for too long. It's honestly, it's been playing on my mind.
I would advise using the rapier to stab him.
They were quite cheap.
What?
The rapier, your
The
sword.
rapier.
Rapier.
The rapier.
Yeah. Or you have
yeah.
got 2 daggers, by the way, as well.
What does the rapier do?
So the rapier's like a short sword, but it's really really sharp.
The rapier is.
Okay,
Strike
so
them up.
roll a d20 for me.
D20.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, 2. Oh, fuck! I fucked it.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds
So,
This is
from it's fine.
Oh.
No, it's fine. You've got 2 weapon fighting, so it's okay.
Okay.
So
I'm
you, from your hiding place, Blog's
Yeah.
kind of got his back to you, and you think like, this is the time I'm gonna get him. So you jump out at him, and you try and swipe at him with your rapier,
Yeah.
but he hears the sand shift behind him, and he dodges out of the way, and you realise your mistake. So you roll back into hiding place again, up until next turn. So he knows something's attacking
You know
him, but he
something's
doesn't know what.
attacking
Yeah.
him.
Done fucked it, Cal. Done
Yeah.
fucked
Okay,
it.
so there is one Null left alive and Blog. So Tierra, you gonna finish this for us?
Yeah,
There we go.
like bloody
Done it.
hell.
What would you like to do? You're the fan favourite at this point, so you're walking over to this Null, you're pointing at him, and you look at the crowd, you're looking at him dead in the eye, and you do that. You're gonna end this thing. And you look at the crowd, you're
Game
pointing at
over.
everyone in the crowd, like,
Oh yeah, do thunderclap.
you're
I'm gonna do
hyping
that. Fuck it.
everyone up, and you can just see them doing this with their hands going thunder, 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 and then you just start like electricity coursing between both of your hands like that, and then you're building it up, and the Null's looking really stressed out now, and he tries to throw his spear at you. I'm not even gonna make you roll for this because he's basically dead anyway. And you just go rah and expel all this energy outwards, and it hits him like a wave, and for the second time just flings him against the wall of the Colosseum. The crowd go absolutely fucking nuts. Like they've gone sicko mode. Like the crowd are just going thunder, thunder. You've got little kids like with like T's painted on their cheeks at the front, like waving flags. You've got like old men like, I remember when she was first in the Colosseum, like in the top row. Even you, beyond the horizon, you're looking at her like, she's my friend. I reckon, well done. And then you get worried about Block again. And now all the Null are taken care of.
Yeah.
However,
Oh, bring it on.
We still
remember
got
that was just the starter.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready.
You look all up at the matron who's there in the box, and she gives a very sarcastic
She's my next
clap.
She's a bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
why
looking
are
her in the
you
eye.
Well done, everybody. Well done.
assassin?
Keep this up, young Tierra. I'll give you as much wine as you bloody well like.
Same ghost knocked
Yeah.
it over.
It was a matron.
It was like,
I hate
You
that.
look at her and then you immediately do your
Yeah.
now signature throat
So the
cut.
matron's like the woman in charge.
She's
Yeah,
the woman
she
in
was like the one
charge
in the
of.
tavern.
Let's call it a cult at this
But
point because
she's
it
the-
essentially
Is
is.
she the one that started all of this,
She's
like
Barbo's,
in the
basically.
cage, all
Yeah,
that?
this is
fucking-
hers.
Okay.
She turns to you, beyond the harbour. She turns to you.
oh, no.
Every year when we do the Goddess Festival, the Colosseum's always the highlight.
God.
And the main highlight of the entire highlight is them fighting the champion. And she looks at you.
I feel like I'm a coward. I'm just up in the.
I mean, if you want to take an action, you can.
I think I might.
So
Do you feel
so
fit
much. All
me
you've
so
done is just
far?
chat to
I've been
blog.
like, toot, 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 toot.
You've just played your
Quack,
instrument and
quack,
chatted to blog.
quack.
So
Yeah,
in
I think
fact,
I-
I would go as far as to say it's your turn next.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking
Are we changing
because
the music?
Mm-hmm.
let's get more excited.
Get any
Don't worry.
We need a beat now because I'm about to kill
Rude
Rob.
sandstorm.
I feel sorry for Bob, but also I'm friends
Why do you
with.
feel
What's
sorry?
your
You don't know
name?
his
I can't remember
reasons.
your name. Xanthan.
We're together.
What's your name?
We're
Xanthan.
together.
What's your name?
You should know
so
that.
I.
You've
I'm
been with
conflicted.
Xanthan for
So he's
years.
my
You're
bestie.
basically your best
He's my
friend.
bestie, so I'm
You
gonna
gotta
be like,
trust me on
this
this
is a
one.
shit situation, but he's my bestie. So what I'm gonna do is, can I use the minor illusion? And can I? Because I'm gonna put a false image out there. And What I am gonna do is I'm talking to Victor and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm excited. I just need to go get my flute because this one's out of tune, and I'm just gonna sneak off. Then.
Okay, my dear, you do that. That's fine.
I'm gonna do my mirror illusion, whatever it is. and
Minor
I'm gonna-
illusion, yeah.
minor illusion, sorry. And I'm gonna pretend to be Xanthan. So there's two Xanthans down there. Can I do that?
What
So
the
the
fuck?
orc's confused. So
Oh.
he doesn't just think it's you. He's confused.
Could you roll for me? And could you roll for me?
I've got you back. You piss me off.
Charisma performance check.
Yeah, you have to roll the 21.
So yeah, D20, and then where performance is all in alphabetical order. Where performance is,
Yeah.
add that to whatever you roll.
Okay, so 6, and 5, 11.
Okay, so he's not completely convinced by this illusion because he's really fairly certain that he has just been facing off with you. He doesn't know where you are.
Yeah.
I tried.
And then he turns around and he sees another one.
Yeah.
It's in the completely other direction.
He's like, nah, it's not it.
What's this going on? I don't understand. And then while he's in the midst of confusion, you just hear like a.
It's the big boys.
Oh,
It's the big boys.
And the hooded figure who's been in the centre of the arena this entire time just flings off his coat.
What, in the cage?
He flings off his cape. He's not in a cage. You can see he's got kind of like short bristling hair, just muscles everywhere, two horns coming off the top of his head, a war axe on his back, two short axes in his hands, and just a short breath as a minotaur just takes off his robe and just bellows in the middle of the stadium. And Matron goes,
They are scary.
"Ha ha! The champion has arrived." So the Minotaur
God.
is
What's
going
his
to.
What's his
Well, would you like to talk to the Minotaur?
Oh, Bryn, this is your language.
Yeah, you could.
In fact, I would go as far as to say it qualifies with this music.
Right, I'll take one for the team and I'll talk to him.
Terrible chat.
Do you really want to talk to the Minotaur?
No.
You are an elephant. Right, can I say at this point you can't talk to him because you're an elephant.
Last time I
Oh,
talked to
right.
someone, I just made them even more angry, so actually. Probably...
You are an elephant as well.
Yeah,
I've got nothing
Yeah.
else.
She's still an elephant. So in this arena, you've got 4 dead hyena men, 6 just random civilians, now all 4 of you, and a Minotaur.
Yeah. And an elephant.
Hmm.
Elephant.
And an elephant, sorry, yeah. And an elephant.
I'm gonna stay an elephant for a while.
Okay.
I feel,
Ooh, I've got a cool super thing.
I feel like I'm quite useful as an elephant. So I'm gonna stay.
Okay, that's fine. Well, it's actually Bryn, it's your turn next.
Shit, okay.
So what would you like to do?
So there's a minotaur.
Yeah. As an elephant, what would you like to try and charge at him with your tusks or stamp on him with your feet?
How tall is he?
The Minotaur? The Minotaur is he's 8'2".
How tall am I? Is that showing ass?
As an elephant, As an elephant, you are. God.
You're probably mega.
How tall is an elephant?
What's that like?
Yeah.
7 foot?
No, it's a lot taller than 7 foot.
I've never
Quite
seen an
that, so I'm
elephant.
quite tall.
You're considerably taller than the
I don't know how you
elephants.
use that as your logic.
I don't even know what an elephant is.